Two 6-1s and a 4-1 before this. So Georgiou, a distinct second favourite. Another negative for Georgiou, of course, is the way he played in the first match this afternoon. That won't have emboldened him in any way, won't have increased his confidence.
No, you'd expect him to have to play significantly better to compete with the abilities of Ronnie O'Sullivan. Good effort that from Ronnie. Powered it in, managed to find a good gap with the cue ball to return the cue ball to safety. Be interested to see what style of play Micheal Georgiou adopts here, whether he'll take the game to Ronnie by playing rather aggressively. That's worked out well. I don't think Ronnie can get past the green to the red to right centre, so he's in a spot of difficulty here. Certainly no return to baulk that I can see, especially with that red near the middle pocket. So I think he may be taking this one on. No, just to contain his safety. No value in the red because he couldn't possibly have got on the colour. Yes, we saw you, Ronnie, on your mobile phone there. I commentated on his initial match in this group. I thought the bedcloth was a little slow, but I don't think that now. It seems to be quicker to me, but I don't think the cushions are particularly fast, which isn't a bad thing for the players. It helps you to control the cue ball.
One of the most remarkable things about O'Sullivan is that in 28 years as a professional, I don't think I've ever heard him complain, well, certainly not publicly, about a table. Whether it's fast, slow, whatever, he seems to cope.
Well, you have to, don't you, really? If a table's not playing to your liking, there's nothing you can do about it. Just have to try and cope with the conditions better than your opponent does, I suppose. Wasn't the best safety shot from Micheal Georgiou. This red's on into the yellow pocket for Ronnie, but it's got a bit of work to do with the cue balls to get on the colour. It's quite straight.
Well,
just made sure the red. Brown, of course, is available into the right-hand centre pocket, but positionally I don't think it offers a lot for him. Well, he's looking at the yellow, but much more difficult pot. So just rolling in behind it has to be the right shot, I feel.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
I don't think he's got the snooker.
yes, if you think about it, the roll-in behind the portcolours should be quite simple, but on these fast match cloths, especially when the cue ball is close to the ball cushion, to get the white nestled in behind yellow, brown or green requires delicacy. It's a much tougher shot than it looks. What a fluke. Let me quickly tell you, another match is over on table number 2. Rob Milkins and Ian Burns played out a 2-all draw. That after Burns led 2-0. So Milkins now needs to beat Tom Ford in the next match to win the group. A draw for Ford will be sufficient.
Five.
A couple of handy little kisses there for Ronnie. It left him in decent position. Do his best to get that black into play, I think, as soon as possible. Playing this left-handedly.
Six.
I think this blue's still onto the right corner.
Eleven. 12.
Oh, what a terrific effort that was from Ronnie. Trying to rebound the cue
17.
off the top cushion. Just flick the black away from the red, which he did, but could have just done with catching the black a bit thinner on the right hand side. But he still thinks he can cut this in.
80.
Well, is he on a red to the right centre? If he is, could be in clover because he's just developed the pink. He's just having a look to see if that black will pot, so obviously that red's on.
Twenty-four. Thirty. Thirty-one. 37. 38.
He's done this throughout his illustrious career. Like all of the great players, got that ability to turn something into nothing, to transform a half chance into a frame-winning one.
45. 46.
There's just nobody better in the game really at deciding what shot to play. During the course of a break, Ronnie O'Sullivan never makes the wrong decision, it
51.
seems.
Don't know about you, Dominic, but he seems today to have the perfect combination of intensity and relaxation. Wanted to avoid that red, but he's okay.
One thing I have noticed in recent years about Ronnie, he seems a little more philosophical when he does suffer a defeat. I think at one time he did.
59.
Well, he's certainly got nothing left to prove. And this
64.
frame has fallen by the wayside as far as Micheal Georgiou is concerned.
65.
So the frame going for 10 minutes. That means with the amount he was engaged in his first match,
70.
O'Sullivan's won 4 frames in well under an hour.
71. $77. $78.
The obvious stumbling block between O'Sullivan and yet another century is the awkward last red. But he's dropped in pretty nicely behind it. Would have liked another inch or so on the cue ball though. But stretching over
84.
somewhat, no issue whatsoever. Made that look preposterously easy.
$89. 91.
Chris Wakelin will be pleased to know he can't go past the 119 break that Wakelin made.
94.
Not in this frame anyway. He's a bit good, this young man.
98. 103.
That's his 38th century this season
109.
from what is a very restricted, limited schedule. The class of Ronnie O'Sullivan has descended on the Marshall Arena in Milton Keynes today, and boy, is he playing well. 1-0 up on Michael.
Frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
Let me quickly tell you the group decider. Tom Ford against Rob Milkins is underway on the other table. We'll keep you informed about that one. But of course, as always, and quite rightly so, our full attention is on O'Sullivan.
Pretty decent safety shot there from Micheal Georgiou. And that's a part of his game that's going to have to be perfect to cause trouble to Ronnie O'Sullivan. Oh, that's just incredible. Do you know, he plays that type of shot with effortless ease, and yet that cue ball must have screwed back about 5 feet. What a pot that was.
It takes a lot to genuinely impress fellow professionals, but that kind of shot most certainly does. Able to continue the previous break with a plant, and another one was there available for him.
Another look at this.
9.
Look at the action on that cue ball. The amazing thing, Ronnie, is even able to do that on a cloth that may not be all that responsive. Just misjudged the thickness of the cannon to the pack of reds there. That's why the cue ball's just gone into bulk, but the brown's still on here. When you're Micheal Georgiou and you're sat in a chair and you're watching Ronnie attempt pot after pot from mid-range like this, you just think, I Surely he's going to have to miss one soon.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
If
40.
he gets away with it as well, it doesn't help the cause.
No, Ronnie O'Sullivan plus luck equals unbeatable. That's an equation everyone knows. And he's had a little bit of run in this match, of course. Case in point there. Heartbreaking for Georgiou.
I think the red that's next to the cue ball may well pop, but it's quite an awkward angle really. You'd be playing it from probably bulk with the rest. Getting good position may not be too easy either. Oh dear. Because of the proximity of the cue ball to the red there, you have to sort of jab them, and it's a timing shot, and he sort of decelerated. He was almost through the ball before he actually struck the cue ball, so he just had no pace on it at all.
When you play that kind of shot on TV, it's embarrassing. Hence the head down. Oh dear, what have I done? What have I done? Blunder central.
Definite half chance here for Micheal Georgiou. As Ronnie returns the rest to its rightful position there in that sort of rack. There's a red on here to the right corner. Can stun around the black spot area for a choice of probably green or brown. Oh, super shot.
One.
Actually held the white too well. Green and brown are no good to him, but the blue may be.
Six.
This was a super red from Micheal Georgiou, and he played the blue well, but unfortunately I believe one red's covering the other here. That may well be under break, unless he wishes to take on ridiculous plant.
Micheal Georgiou, 6.
O'Sullivan knew immediately he was going to be in trouble. Well before the cue ball had entered bulk, he anticipated this snooker. But with the Reds tightly bunched like that, it wasn't really an issue. Still played delicately and well. But the danger signs weren't there.
Micheal Georgiou had been hoping for a touching ball there. The safety shot would have been a simple one, had it been.
With the red going towards the pocket, O'Sullivan needed cover, and he's got it in the form of the yellow and, for one specific ball, the black.
big problems here for Micheal Georgiou. I believe he's snookered on all reds. Be very careful here not to leave something on. He thought he could hit the very thin edge of the red. It could be worth it because he may be able to just catch it so thinly that it could return the cue ball to bulk. Yeah, well played. Could return the compliment here. Oh. This little brown just ruined it.
Yes, and I think the red will cut. I think he can get past the yellow. Confirmation. Ah, he played that with lots of side. But again, could have been a lot worse. I suppose, Dominic, you've been there in the heat of battle. When you're playing O'Sullivan, you're under pressure constantly because you know any mistake could be your last in the frame.
Yeah, very true, Phil, but I think to some degree create your own pressure. It just depends on your mindset going into a match with somebody like Ronnie O'Sullivan. If you go out there to enjoy it and compete. Because at the end of the day, none of these guys are invincible. You will get your chances. And if you take them, you may be able to put enough pressure on people like Ronnie O'Sullivan to cause a few more errors. You just have to do it. You just have to be good enough on the day to take the chances that you're given. And if you're not, you'll probably come off second best, of course.
I can tell you on table 2, Tom Ford has just lost his first frame of the day. Robert Milkins, who needs to win that match to top the group, leads Ford 1-0.
One.
Lovely pot, and how about the position? Almost inch perfect.
Micheal Georgiou or Fairley could have played that one a bit better, much straighter on this next red.
8.
Would have made life a lot easier, but he can still stand up for the blue. Oh, there you go, I'm afraid. He'll know as well as we do here that you can't afford to miss those against O'Sullivan.
Yes, he's not showing his true colours, Micheal Georgiou. He has made a 147 in professional competition at the Paul Hunter Classic a couple of years ago. Today, though, struggling to put 5 balls together.
One.
If rests could talk, Dominic, just imagine them chatting away. We're being used by Ronnie O'Sullivan today.
Seven. 8. 15. 60.
Tell you what though, his position is so good that he really needs the rest. As always,
23.
Stephen Hendry cut to the chase.
24.
He's in a different league, this fellow.
He just does everything on instinct. He just knows the right shot to play and when to play
31.
it. Doesn't have to deliberate at all.
32.
And already in a very threatening position here in frame number 2. 31 points to lead already. So just a couple more reds and colours to see him home in this second frame.
38.
Didn't like that one though. The white seemed to skid a little on him. Okay, he's got a choice of 2 reds, but not quite as pinpoint with the position as normal. Trying to work out what he needs.
He's forgotten his abacus.
$39. $44.
Out of the habit of working this kind of thing out, clearly.
$45.
Georgiou looking forlorn. This is frame ball.
50. 51. $55. 56.
The ability to switch hands and play so effectively. It's wonderful. There's never been anyone quite like it.
60. $61.
No, players actually, just for fun when you're young, tend to play the odd game left-handed, and that's how you develop your skill for it. In many instances.
68.
He'd always played the odd shot left-handed in matches, but the first time he did it in a complete match was in the semi-finals of the old Matchroom League. Not too far away from here, actually, in
73.
Northamptonshire. He lost the first frame against Peter Ebden, playing conventionally, then went left-handed, breezed through the match,
77.
and then the following day beat Stephen Hendry in the final, not playing left-handed exclusively.
82.
But ever since, he's been quite prepared to play from both sides.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 82 in the frame.
Only 82 this time, adding to the break of 116 in the first frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan in cruise control, leading 2-0. He's picked up that thread in this contest. So far, breaks of 116 and 82. One more frame needed to win. Just a repeat, if O'Sullivan were to win this frame, then it would all be about the last match, which is coming up next for O'Sullivan, and the last match for Chris Wakelin. That will decide who tops the group.
And Chris Wakelin's been playing some pretty good snooker in this group as well, so he could cause Ronnie O'Sullivan a problem or two, should he get the chances, of course. That's a good safety from Ronnie. Tricky cueing. Judged it very well. Difficult to play a safety shot down the right half of the table from where Micheal Georgiou is. Would have to hit the end red very thinly. And this way he's just got to watch that loose red near the left hand side cushion. Played it well.
Maybe what?
So even that's worked out for Ronnie. Caught that all wrong. But the red ricocheted off the top drawer of the middle pocket, back to safety. As it looks as though it would come back to bulk with the cue ball.
Yes, he's had more than his share of good fortune. Rubber the green here and there. It's like a multi-millionaire receiving a donation. Doesn't need it.
That's the difference with Ronnie's safety against the majority of players. Puts you in trouble nearly every time, but this red may be on for Micheal Georgiou. Could be a gap back to bulk. Yeah, and he's found it. Well played. And now you always hope for a kiss on a bulk colour just to leave you on something, but
What?
didn't happen.
Yellow ball.
Trying to nestle in behind the yellow. Never easy.
Micheal Georgiou,
He's done it well. Now, if the reds here were still tightly packed, wouldn't be any great shakes for O'Sullivan, but they are a little open. Has to be careful.
Time Micheal Georgiou's turn to receive some good fortune. Caught that red much too thin. Look where it's finished. Could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, that safety shot was a horror show.
Again, Ronnie's trying to force Micheal Georgiou to play a safety down this left-hand side of the table where it's heavily congested. Once again, Micheal Georgiou's up to it.
Well, he should pot the red. It's all about avoiding the congestion.
Yes, but look at the pressure he's under here with the position of the reds. Should he miss? Oh, he did well there. Oh, and a couple of
One.
rather nice kisses as well. From red and pink has left him in good position here. He needs to score something here, Micheal Georgiou. Choice of pink or black. Just needs that one good positional shot to his next red, and he should be in business.
Cue ball needs to stop. Oh,
7.
an anywhere but there shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just really bad luck to finish there. Really was. Just fractions away from a choice of balls.
Micheal Georgiou, 7.
He looks dispirited.
One.
What a cultured shot that was. Before O'Sullivan gets into full flow, let me tell you, it's 1 each on the other table. Rob Milkins was in to lead Tom Ford 2-0, but he missed a very straightforward pink late on in the second frame. And Ford tied it up to equalise.
Five. Six. Eight.
Deserves to be on a red because that yellow was a beautifully punched shot, and there is a gap there, of course. The white will go past the pink.
Nine.
Now, if Ronnie pots this black, I just wonder if the black spot's occupied. Yes, it may have to go behind that red. Referee Ben Williams officiating here. Black belt, I'll have you know, in the field of karate.
Thank you.
Didn't know
16.
that.
Yeah, he's also very proficient in other
17.
forms of martial arts as well.
$22. 23.
Would be very handy for Ronnie should that red just above the black pot into the right corner, but I don't think it does.
29.
Just having to concentrate on the
30.
pink for now. Oh, again, he's inch perfect every time. A lovely angle here just to punch this cue ball through. Oh, but as he overhit that, played for the red, I think, to the right of the black and red.
36.
That would have made way for the top red above the black, but does it just go? Well, it did. My goodness.
37.
I'm not sure he played for that.
$43. 44.
This must be rather demoralising for Micheal Georgiou. He's done a lot in this match, but he has had the odd chance. I don't think he's going to get another.
51.
after his lengthy layoff, though. Just to repeat what I said this afternoon, he hasn't played competitive snooker, O'Sullivan, since the shootout in February. What a reintroduction.
$52.
Looks completely at ease.
58.
Formidable.
Indeed so. Just needs this one good red to make the frame safe. Virtually safe. He's 50 points ahead, still 59 remaining, so red and colour still required. This is a tricky little red he's faced with here.
$59.
The tariff on that shot was so high. To play it with the rest, with the cue ball and red so close together, and the pot itself was intrinsically difficult, that was tremendous. And essentially, although not numerically, essentially that was frame and match ball.
$65.
So just a matter of whether he can conclude the match with a century. Playing well though, Tom, isn't he? Totally relaxed.
72.
Yes, a joy to watch as always.
73.
Look at the side on that. And of course he's now well and truly warmed up
80.
to take on Chris Wakelin in the group decider.
$80 on the match.
The break ends at 80. So does the contest. Runs of 116, 82 and 80. Ronnie O'Sullivan, silky and superb. He beats Micheal Georgiou 3-0. Now it's the match that matters.